All right, what's up? We have another pedal. It is the Sound of Justice Overdriver, which it's very simple. It's like he's not doing any kind of branding beyond just his awesome sticker here. It's just got the traditional overdriver, bass level gain treble thing going on. Well, the reason why I'm really excited to showcase this, he decided to, similar to the video that I made on the last light from Case Study, he wanted to take a stab at the overdriver concept. I don't know if it was because of the same reasons I mentioned on there, like maybe he saw my video or maybe he liked that circuit or who knows what. But either way, he wanted to take a stab at the design and did a really good job at making it actually sound like the RX Overdriver from Prescription Electronics, which to me, that's the one that I use the most. There's something about the mid-range that is perfect to me. And the overdriver circuit is, first of all, really cool. It's apparently like one of the earliest designs for an overdrive pedal. The RX Overdriver is it's one of my favorite drives. There's, like I was saying, there's something about the mid-range that I love a lot, and I just can't get away from it. So he decided to design his circuit based closer to that, and some of the tricks that are found to make it sound the way that it does, which there's something about like all the way down to cleans or aggressive tones that the mid-range quality is something that I like from my guitar on PAFs and stuff like that. So I figured it would be so awesome to just like run through this thing and just kind of show it off, show what it's capable of doing. The RX Overdriver circuit or pedal from Prescription Electronics is really expensive. Like, since it's discontinued, it's hard to get them. They don't float around very much, and when they do, they're like floating around for like $400 minimum or more. So the fact that we have somebody like Sound of Justice making a faithful recreation of the RX Overdriver is really cool. Or similarly, like Case Study doing the more color sound style overdriver is so cool. We've got some flavors here that we can actually try out, and I'm excited to show this one. So let's jump into it and take a listen. All right, so we've got the Sound of Justice Overdriver here. I'm using my Veritas Portlander that has Lindy Fralin PAFs in it. Amp on the left side is a JMI 36. On the right side is a Blankenship Twinplex through a Supro cab. They're both like EL84 style amps. So anyways, let me showcase the clean tone here, and then we'll jump into the pedal. So this is just my clean guitar tone with a compressor on. And then here is the Sound of Justice Overdriver. So top is volume, bottom big knob is drive, then we have treble on the left, bass on the right. I'll probably just call it out as we go, just to make sure there's no confusion, but let's see what the gain is doing. Man, so in classic form, it can full send that treble into almost like a treble booster. It gets scratchy and gnarly. But the fact that you can literally sculpt your humbuckers to get like single coil, jangly, bright, I don't know if I would want to do it like this, but the fact that it can sculpt your tone that much is so cool. So let me just go ahead and back that off a little bit, but let's just kind of see some creative application of using the treble like that. I'm going to turn on my BBD dotted delay with the LVX, and then Riz Haze on the Mercury X. So that's cool. I mean, obviously, we've just kind of been messing around, playing a bunch of different random things, turning knobs. And honestly, the variety is so cool. I mean, that last thing there, that punchy E. Is honestly crazy. I mean, what a cool thing that this pedal can do. You know, when we have the bass cranked right now, which I love that about the Overdriver circuit, it just gets that slappy, slamming thing, which is just so sick. The volume is maxed out accomplishing that, so it's definitely more on the boosty side. And then the drive isn't all that high. So it's kind of giving us almost like a bit of a headroom dynamic thing, which is really cool. Let me pull that bass back down. Let me just go ahead and take that tone and boost it with the Exotic Super Clean, see what kind of qualities it brings out. Let's just compare that to my first gain stage. So yeah, I mean, it's really dynamic. It's got so much versatility, so much tonal option. And one thing that was really cool to me was actually the difference between working the volume knob and working the gain knob, because on a lot of pedals, I like the volume knob being higher, and I still think that's the case for this pedal here. But just hearing the variety of tonal things that could be accomplished with having the volume lower and the gain a little higher, and the kind of qualities it gets with that slamming, squished, almost fuzzy property, versus having that volume a bit higher and the gain a bit lower, there was such an obvious difference in tone that was really cool. And so there's just so much that you can accomplish with this style of circuit. And I think Sound of Justice just did such a good job at mastering that circuit and just re-delivering it to us in 2025 when the RX Overdriver is discontinued. So anyways, that is just a quick run through and listen to that awesome circuit. He did a great job. So there is the Sound of Justice Overdriver.